Missions Pulse. Know God's heart, join his mission.
I always say language is a key that unlocks culture.
Yeah.
For those serving abroad, for those, global kingdom workers, we'll call them. I mean, you want to make an impact. You want to live life intentionally and just see God at work. I mean, language is the key to get you there in many ways.
No, yeah, I totally agree. Like, I think when I meet people now that are like, oh, I wish I could speak Thai like you do, or and they'll say, I just wish I knew what Thai people were thinking. And there's just no other way to be able to know that. I mean, a translator works, but the fact that I sit with my staff and when they're crying and they're saying, oh, I don't have money for this, or my husband did this, or telling some story about their life, if I couldn't engage in that and it was going through a translator, it would be a really different type of relationship.
Different dynamic.
A totally different dynamic.
Probably not nearly as intimate and relational as you'd like it to be.
And I think trusting me. I think that these women, even though I make mistakes in my language and I use wrong words and they giggle at me, the fact that they know that I care enough to try to communicate in their language, I think opens them up to share things with me, opens them up to trust me with things that they wouldn't if they had to tell someone else and that other person was telling me.
Well, they can see your investment.
Yeah.
You've invested into the Thai culture.
Yeah.
And now you can explore the nuances of, people are watching, maybe some are listening. They're looking at you thinking, I don't believe that you could speak Thai. You're going to give us a little, can you do it in this context, looking at me?
พูดภาษาไทยได้
ได้ไหม
ทำไมคุณ ไม่ได้เชื่อว่าฉันเป็นคนที่พูดภาษาไทยได้
Wow, พูดเก่งมาก So my Thai is not nearly as good as yours.
Wow.
I studied Chinese for 3.5 years, Mandarin, and so moving from Chinese to Thai is a lot less of a hurdle than coming Thai as a second language.
Yeah, well, I'm really glad God didn't ask me to learn Chinese. I might be in real trouble if I had to do that as well. But it was a long, long, painful journey. Definitely one of the hardest things I've ever attempted. And it took me longer. It took me 28 months to actually pass what kind of a standard of fluency. And about 16, 18 months, some of my other friends had already finished. And I was still, only halfway there. And my teacher said, the only people who don't learn Thai are those who quit.
Wow.
So it was a real marker for me. And I was like, all right, I'm just not going to quit. And took about another 16 months.
Wow. Yeah. Some people, languages come easier too.
Yeah.
Others not. It's definitely a lot more work.
Yeah.
But that is good advice.
Yeah. I think just being willing to put in the effort and the time and stop. I just had to decide whatever ability I'm going to have, whatever level of fluency I'm going to end up at, then I'm just going to be faithful to move to that direction. I still don't speak Thai nearly as beautifully as some other people, and I hear other foreigners speak Thai. I'm like so jealous. But this is what I can do.
Yes.
And so I'm going to use what I can do. And then the Thai people are so gracious to let me fumble my way through some things. And I learn something new every day.
And forget about conversations about nuclear physics in Thai.
No, I don't do any of those. Ask me about car parts, I can't help you at all. But when it comes to cleaning or basic business or shopping, I can help you with those things.
Excellent. I'm proud of you for putting in that time. I think it speaks volumes. Again, putting in the investment to see returns relationally and through friendships down the road, which would otherwise never be opened up to you had you not been able to communicate in the mother tongue.
Right.
Yeah.
That 5 years ago, we've been here 9 years, so probably 5 years ago, I still got asked the question a lot by Thai people. So how long are you staying?
Yeah.
Are you really staying? Now, nobody asks me that. I think that
because of your language skills?
Because I speak in Thai, then they're no longer like, well, you're just here.
You're not itinerant anymore.
Yeah, right. They really believe that I really care and that I've come to offer up my life, my resources, to do what I can to make a difference.
That's what seems to strike me about you. And we're going to get into in a second here what has come about through these many years in Thailand, the business that you own and operate. But it seems that relational or intentional aspect of trying to build friendships around you, a community, being normal and living life on mission overseas. You explained to me recently that, your life is not much different
Mm-hmm.
than any other believer in Jesus who just lives in a different geographical coordinate.
Right. Yep. I believe that. Yeah. I don't consider my life different than what I would be doing if I was still living in the States, if that's where I was supposed to be. I hope that I would be living just as intentionally with what I really believe is that God made this world, He made all of us, and He loves us.
Yeah.
And that those of us who know that get the opportunity to share that with those people who don't. And so what I do every day, whether that was when I was raising my kids, it was raising kids who knew that and who believed that and who would live their life under that understanding and that belief. And now that those kids are grown and living their own lives, then I'm doing that intentionally with the people that are in my circle and naturally around me. And it's life-giving. It seems very natural to me, right?
Yeah, I
to
was
just
gonna
do what I would do here in the same way I would do that if I was living in my home country.
Well, I think that demystifies, the difference between those who go abroad and far off missionaries overseas and those of us who stay behind and we're not quite as good. I probably dislike that connotation as much as you dislike it.
Yeah.
That somehow I bought a plane ticket and traveled overseas, and that was a magical plane ride, and here I am, the superhero, minus the hammer pants.
Yeah.
But I think every citizen in God's kingdom is significant.
Missions Pulse. Know God's heart, join His mission. This podcast is powered by Within Reach Global. Subscribe, watch, and listen on YouTube today. Visit missionspulse.com.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed that video, leave a comment below. Tell me what you thought. Also, you might want to check out this video here, and honestly, that one's not bad either. Make sure you subscribe to Missions Pulse by clicking the subscribe button right here, and also click that little bell button so you get notified every single time we post a new video.